What's up, everybody?
Hello.
What's up? Hi.
Welcome back to Price to Sell. This is a new one for me. As you can see, we're on a we're on a couch still, but we have two couches. And we have the first full team we've had before on the show today. This is the most guests I've ever done. We have the entire Selling Toronto team here today, which includes Krisha, Paul, Diana, Harleen, and Dilvier. Thank you guys for coming.
Woo.
Thank you for having us.
And we're repping their merch.
Well, yes, repping merch.
Very good quality, by the way. So, guys, I don't even know who to start with or where to start. But I don't know if you guys are aware that you guys spelled Toronto wrong.
Paul, you want to take it away?
I mean, mine was just, you can spell Toronto right, but you just don't pronounce the T.
That's the thing. If you're from Toronto, you're not saying Toronto. You're not pronouncing it Toronto. You're saying Toronto. So that's where the kind of idea.
Sorry.
Is this how? Let's get into the inception of it now. So how did Selling Toronto start?
So Selling Toronto actually started from Dilvier in regards to getting everyone on board. If you want to take it away.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. It was just, we always work together in the office, right? Same boardroom, things like that, just sharing common space just to get some work done. And then there was a builder event happening, and they, of course, extended the invite to me where they're like, you could bring a few people. And I was like, who can I tolerate for an hour outside of the office, in a more social setting?
Tolerate.
Tolerate's the keyword there, right? And then brought these guys out, and then afterwards they kind of had the idea, might as well start making content. So the content group was kind of formed in that way, or in that regard. Didn't come up with a name. That was
Harleen, actually.
That was mostly Harleen, and it kind of brewed from there.
Yeah.
Awesome. I think all of you should have your own little introductions. So maybe we'll start with Harleen. If you want
Oh my God, I don't even know what to say.
Introduce yourself a little bit.
Awesome. Well, my name is Harleen, formerly known as Harleen Holmes on Instagram. I'm one out of 5 of the Selling Toronto team. I've been in real estate for around 2 years.
1 out of 6.
Welcome
Welcome
to the group.
member.
1 out of 6 member. Been in real estate for 2 years. I come from a sales background, so it was kind of inevitable to be in sales. My family comes from real estate, so it was kind of an ongoing process at home, and here we are, real estate journey for life.
Love it.
Woo.
Love it.
Me.
And you?
My name is Krisha, 1 out of the 6 members of Selling Toronto. Been in the industry for about 8 years, almost 8 years now. Always had an
you're
interest.
a vet.
Yeah.
Nice.
Always had an interest in real estate. My parents invested. I wanted to go to law and become a lawyer. Worked at a law firm for a bit, said can't do the 9 to 5, and got into real estate.
Imagine a tiny little Krisha at a law office. I
Behind
object.
the desk.
All right. So I guess we'll go to me. I'm Diana, the 3rd out of 6 people.
And when they say 6 guys, I'm the 6th.
I guess
But they're actually 5.
We are making a contract with
We are.
Yeah.
You're already
It's
joining.
being drafted in the background.
But I started in real estate about 2 years ago. So it's been, I've been in real estate for about 2 years. It's been an interesting journey. Unlike Krisha, I didn't have an interest in real estate because I was surrounded by it my whole life. And when I was younger, I was like, And then as I grew older and started learning about investments, I saw the value in real estate. And then I started to love it. I genuinely love what I do. I think it's so much fun. And being able to connect with people just on a daily, it's fun. I love it.
Awesome.
And my name is Paul Sharma. So I've been in the real estate game, licensed since 2020. My background, I was doing management consulting prior to getting to here. Work started getting really stressful. Dealing with taking companies public, it can get really stressful. Dealing with nonsense investors and all that sort of stuff. So I decided to take the leap, get into real estate. I had my license parked at another brokerage, but then I said I wanted to get more out of it. So I decided to jump to the Remax brokerage, and that's how I met this crew. And I guess 4th out of the 6 members.
Don't worry, Matt. We'll get to your intro too.
Sorry.
I'm waiting.
the new inception, Matt Campoli, licensed for 1 month with Selling Toronto. The contract. Don't worry, you get a 5-day retainer.
Okay, thank you.
So my name's Dilvier. Of course, we've been in real estate for quite some time, licensed for quite a while. Pre-con focused, science background, so it doesn't really correlate 1-to-1. But that data-driven approach does carry through, and then sort of founded Blue Chip Condos, which is the pre-con brand that I function under. And, you know, the rest is history. It's just being in front of people, creating wealth, generational wealth for individuals, and helping them just scale their portfolios.
Love it. And I'm Matthew Campoli, and I'm 6 of 6 and new. I'm actually brand new. I'm a new agent. I need help.
Oh gosh.
But let's so obviously like a lot of different like personalities, different levels of experience. So how do you guys? What's your angle on helping clients? Is there like different strengths or like because there's a pre-con focus, there's a resale side, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how do you guys approach it?
I think we all kind of have a different approach.
Mhm.
What's nice about having us all on a team is we can bounce ideas off of each other. If one person has an objection, we can go to someone else, see what their opinion is, and kind of take it that way.
I think honestly the biggest thing nowadays in regards to real estate has been exposure on social media. I think the exposure that we're getting through our individual pages, but especially through Selling Toronto on its own, has given us that brand awareness for our clients too. A lot of our followers are our clients, right? So just getting our knowledge about real estate out there by doing these podcasts, by doing individual videos where we share our knowledge, really helps our clients on the resale and pre-con side to get an understanding that, hey, you know, Paul knows more about pre-con from Dilvier. You know, Dilvier has experience in pre-con a lot. Diana does too. Or Krisha, with her 8 years of experience in resale, Paul and Harleen can kind of bounce off ideas through that on social media pages. So I think social media overall helps a lot of our clients and us to kind of get educated on that front.
Yeah, which is cool and
Yeah.
very important.
Yeah.
And you
oh,
guys are doing
100%.
well at like you're doing a good job at it.
Yeah.
When I was looking at all your videos, like the Friends video was jokes.
Yeah. we were trying to get to yours and Cash's level, but slowly, steadily, I don't know.
Well, I'm with you guys now, so
There you go. Bye,
go.
Cash. Nice knowing ya.
yeah. Later, Cash. Sorry about the conversation we had last night.
Sorry.
So let's talk on the social media since you guys have collabed because a lot of people in this industry, I mean, I'm going back. You can relate because I'm 7 years. It was very much like dog eat dog. It's like I won't collab with you, or like
Yeah.
you're my enemy, or like you're my competition. Now it's like completely shifted. Have you guys noticed a big like positive effect of collabing together?
Yeah.
Huge.
100%.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah. Do you guys want to take a spin at it?
Yeah, I think power and collaboration really comes through where especially you're able to leverage each other's brands and above and beyond that, each other's expertise, as you know, Harleen and Krisha did put it. And also sometimes maybe a client would deal better with a certain sales style or a certain individual's personality than another, right? Like for me, it's always analytical clients, people who are data driven. I can really resonate well with them because I'm a numbers guy at the end of the day, wholeheartedly, right? And then if someone like Diana reaches out, it's more personable, it's much more of an emotional connection, and they're able to really, you know, talk about the problems, go through that, talk about life. Whereas I'm more so like,
Silver doesn't like talking about his feelings.
you know, we have a very different approach, but I think it's good to balance it out, right? And that's where the advantage is because, you know, if someone, at the end of the day, the whole team benefits, but someone can shop around whether they want to work with myself, with Paul, with Harleen, with Krisha, or with Diana, right? And that's where the synergy is kind of found.
I've seen, honestly, social media change so much in the real estate world with, like you said, more collaborations and less competition. You know, I look at, say you, and I look at that and I'm like, okay, well, I'm collaborating with Matt rather than, oh, Matt's my competition. I can't even look at him, you know? So I see that huge change, especially with a lot of videographers and photographers coming out there, making it affordable for client agents like us to make videos like Matt Campoli, like Cash Alavi, you know, stuff like that. It's becoming a little bit more reachable rather than unattainable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even when I started the podcast, everyone's like, "The hell are you doing? Like, what's the point?" You're
Right.
literally like, you're putting all these other agents on a pedestal. And like, let's talk about you. Let's talk about why you're good. Why should people use you? And they're like, what are you gaining from it? I'm like, I don't know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I love it.
Yeah.
It's actually like it's the whole opposite effect, you know. It's actually made my career, I'd say.
100%.
So yeah, I think I love what you guys are doing. I think it's super smart, and having all the different it's like you guys have like different how
buffet.
like it's like a buffet. It's like
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
like all right. In this section, Dill's gonna help you with the numbers. If you need a therapy session, go talk to him. That's really cool. So, are you guys like when it comes to maybe like showing properties and things like that? Are you guys equally kind of dispersing, and everyone has their strength? I guess you can say. Is that
Yeah, I'd say that's the thing. Like me and Delvira are more focused on the pre-construction end of things.
nice?
So we can kind of work together in that sense where it's like if they ever have any questions in regards to a specific something, they would more come to us, and then they do a lot of resale. I do a mixture of resale. I started off a bit more in resale. So I think it kind of works because they can give me their input. I can give them their input. And in regards, if we ever need help, there's 4 other people that can definitely go in and you trust them. That's the thing, finding people that you can trust in this industry to go for your showings, to go if you can't, like this, and that. So
What's also nice is if, for example, we have a lead coming in, I wasn't able to close them. I can throw it to someone else that might be able to within the team, and they might be able to close. So it's nice to have that aspect of it too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
generate more business as well.
I think honestly, like sometimes you're not available for showings, and say Paul lives in Brampton, Paul can do my showings, or Diana lives in Vaughan, she can do my showings, XYZ. So it's kind of nice to have everyone in different cities available, if they are available or not. So you can kind of chill in Miami, get your work done, party hard.
Smart.
So
Leverage.
yeah, exactly. I'm using these people.
Yes.
well, brother.
Well, I'd say from
Arlene.
my experience, I've never really been a part of a team like this in my history in real estate. I mean, it's not that long of a history, of course. So for me, coming together with a team like this, obviously, if I have any questions about the resale market, if I have any questions about the pre-con market, I have that access. But my previous brokerages that I was a part of never really had that. We never really had this kind of team dynamic. So real estate is just getting that much more fun now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it needs to be fun. It's not about like the other brokerages always felt like it was cutthroat. Everybody was just kind of working against each other, which indirectly we all are in competition, but there's no reason why we can't be diplomatic and that sort of stuff. And I find we very much are diplomatic, and we can absolutely work together. So this is why I love real estate even more now, because of the team that I associate myself with.
Thanks, Polio.
Yay!
And I think it kind of just comes down to having that abundance mindset,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Because at the end of the day, there's enough to go around for everyone.
Yeah.
And, I
Yes.
want nothing
I
more than
agree.
everyone sitting around here to be successful,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And, if I can help them with something, if I can give them insight that might help them, or they can do the same for me, I think it's not hindering anyone. It's just helping everyone grow and just elevate the standard of the average agent, right? And just elevate so you can better service your clients.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a
Yeah.
huge nail in the coffin for a lot of agents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't know how to
Share.
share.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so much out there. Like,
Yeah.
if you really think about it, there's 70K agents in all of Ontario. That's nothing. They said that there was 70,000 agents in just the state
GTA.
of Florida, and so it's just like within Ontario, it's kind of like, if you really think about it, when I go door knocking, no one knows who to reach out to, right? So you're door knocking, say 100 houses per day, and you've spoken to 100 people, or say 80 people. None of them can name one agent to talk to because A, they don't want to work with family or friends, and B, they don't know who to reach out to, right? So we think that there's a lot of agents out there, but in reality, there's really nothing, right?
And how much more fun is the culture, like working together, versus
much more
just
fun.
getting to the office on your own and like pulling your laptop. And, like,
Oh my
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
so much
But
fun.
So much
Training.
fun.
You know, this industry is so difficult sometimes. Like, it's keeping yourself motivated, and that's the one thing I say. It's so great to have
Yeah.
people around
Yeah.
you that can keep you motivated, can keep you on that kind of grind all the time, because it gets hard.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
real estate is always staying on top of everything, because if you're not doing it, someone else is going to do it.
Yeah.
Especially
So.
in a market like this,
Yeah.
when it's tough, and it's tough for everybody, it's nice to have people that you can fall back on and be like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Help me.
Yeah.
Keep me motivated.
Again, like, accountability comes in so many forms, and for us, it's been about meeting up once a week, whether we're doing golfing, whether we're hanging out in a cafe, whether we're just meeting up in the office or making mini vlogs, right? That for me, and I'm assuming for all of us, it's enough to hold us accountable for the remainder of the week, right? So it's a lot of fun, but at the same time, we grind and we put in the work, especially in this market. It's definitely slow, but there's so much out there.
Yeah.
You have to do it now rather than fall back.
For sure.
Yeah.
So what does a week and like for selling Toronto look like? Like, you guys have like a structure? You have like weekly meetings?
So our main accountability coach is Krisha.
Okay.
She holds all of us accountable. She's definitely the one that says good morning in our group chats first.
Nice. What time is that? What time is
Excited
that
to
at?
see you guys.
Krisha is actually an early riser.
Yeah.
I'm actually really amazed.
5 a.m. club?
I always see posts on her Instagram at like 6 a.m., 5 a.m. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what? I would have never guessed.
Yeah. Well, what's that saying? Early bird gets the worm.
Period.
That's what they say.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
So yeah, I
Yeah.
think in regards to like our schedule, it's very it differs like every week. We definitely have like a Tuesday, like every Tuesday we meet up for 2 hours early in the morning, just because everyone has meetings, so we all want to attend to. So from 12 to 2, we're usually meeting up in the office or somewhere outside, and we kind of get our mini vlogs in. We schedule out any podcasts that we're doing, any videos that we're shooting, anything like that for the entire week. And we have our accountability coach to navigate us through the week,
Yeah.
Keep us in check.
keep us in
Yeah.
check.
And do you guys follow like any forms of prospecting? You're doing like a weekly, what do you guys, because you mentioned door knocking.
Yeah. So in regards to, I don't know if we want to share this right now.
Yeah.
But we're definitely
Secret sauce?
Well, I mean, realistically, okay, we'll get into it.
Well, I'm part of the team now, so.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you should
I
know. So Selling Toronto mainly was started off for brand awareness for our individual brands. It wasn't a team, or it was just a crew, right? It was something to hold us accountable. It was something for fun. It was something that, we're going to go to a pre-con event together. People know us, right? Now we feel that because of the exposure, because of the mellow time in real estate right now, this is the time that we should kind of start thinking about buying leads. We should start thinking about door knocking together, or, start getting a little bit more into it, because we realize the potential that it has. And we're starting to have discussions around that as well. But for now, it's under construction.
A work in
Yeah.
progress.
So it's mainly like a brand awareness thing.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the basis of
Okay,
it.
Yeah.
cool. Because that's what I have. That's like me with my residency group.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
It's just a
nice.
brand awareness.
Oh,
thing.
really?
Oh,
Yeah.
so you
I-
guys aren't like a
No.
actual team.
Oh,
No.
interesting.
No
That's
team.
interesting.
No team structure.
It's just like an umbrella.
I love that
Just an
because
umbrella.
so what do people do? Like, do they ask you like what is residency? Because people
All the
would
time.
assume, because they ask us
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
single time we go. Builders ask
They
us,
just think we're a team.
agents ask us, and we're just like, well, it's brand
just say
awareness.
it's a brand.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what we say.
Yeah, it's very unorthodox.
Yeah,
So here, thank you guys for sharing
right.
that with me.
You're a sixth member, Matt. Now you have to sign a
now it makes
contract.
sense.
Yeah,
Man of the
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just different because like I personally, the team approach wasn't for me. Like to actually like
Oh, that's interesting.
be a team lead.
Mm-hmm.
Just I've talked to a lot of team leaders.
Yeah.
Personally, it's my own, not in alignment with my future.
Yeah,
Some people love that,
yeah.
but the brand awareness thing, I feel it's powerful.
Mm-hmm.
People seeing like that same brand everywhere, and then who's a part of it, and then because then you're gonna end up collectively collabing anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly. Like we see so many of your people do videos like walkthroughs and stuff. So a regular agent would assume that you guys are collaborating as a team, and that's what we get questioned at, right? It's like, oh, you guys are a team, but it's like, well, I mean, sure,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but we're at the same time, it's all about brand, and it's about being an influencer nowadays, and it's not just about the the numbers and stuff. It's also about having fun in this dog world, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of people are doing it.
And just to kind of piggyback off that, I think we also came together to make videos and content to show clients what real estate life is as agents, basically, right? We're not your typical, we're not going to keep releasing videos. Here's 7 things you need to know about selling your home in 30 days or whatever the case may be. We wanted to make it look fun. We wanted the people to see that we're not just, being a real estate agent isn't all about, well, I mean, technically it is about making sales or else how you're going to eat, but it's also about having fun. And we really want to show the public that when we're in the office, this is what we're doing. When we go to events together, this is what we're doing. If we're going to dinner together, we're going to lunch together, whatever the case may be, this is kind of like a day in the life of an agent. And that's what we really also wanted to show the public.
Yeah.
Not just your typical, agents that are hustling and bustling in the office, but we just wanted to add a little bit more spice or
some flavor.
Flavor to it. There you go.
Yeah.
That's the right word.
It's raw. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's a good way
Yeah.
to
People like
connect
that.
because you don't
Yeah.
see a lot
Yeah.
of personal. Well, you do here and there. It's starting to become more of a thing to kind of show a bit more of your personality and how you're different and just who you are as a person. But I feel like sometimes being able to connect with your followers or just anyone that kind of sees you, that can add a little bit more value and rapport. But I think that's very important in this industry too, because you don't see it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
feel like
think
it
right
makes it
now is
real.
the time to start that
Yeah.
trend because we do see it growing.
Mm-hmm.
And no one wants to be a cookie cutter agent anymore. You know, like that's boring.
There's so many.
Yeah.
Speaking of followers, I think when we started this whole Selling Toronto, I think I grew in like 200 followers. Like my Instagram page wasn't by all means.
Snaps.
There we go. There we go. Right. So
Yay.
my Instagram page was typical. I think there's this company out there, Roomview. I think.
Yeah,
they were.
review. Yeah.
So I used to just let them automatically upload videos. So my thing was very informative. This is what's happening in the GTA market. This is what's happening in the Barrie market. It's very boring. Not many people started following me. But when we started adding this content, I started seeing my ratings go. Not ratings, but my followers followership go up. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
5 stars for you.
There you go.
Yeah. Polio's an influencer now.
I think it's the opposite. Everyone, like, as realtors, we think we need to like be like super informative and like let's give the facts and this and this and this. But unless the person's like really really interested in that moment, they just want to connect, you know.
No,
Yeah.
I even like during listing presentations and buyer presentations, a lot of my conversations are around how are your 2 kids, you know? How's your dog? Happy birthday to you. You know, a lot of the conversations are personable. I would say maybe 95% of my conversations have been around family members and friends for them, right? So if we're having those conversations with our clients, why are we preaching here's top 5 reasons to choose this pre-con building, you know?
Yeah.
I know Dilver might have something analytical to add to that, more of the stats guy, but I think my approach has always been more personable, more emotional, and again, social media basis. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And have you guys had like that aha moment when like maybe someone reached out or like you got a comment or some sort of feedback where it's like, okay, this is gonna work,
Yeah.
what we're doing.
she has a story.
Tell us a story.
Which
The
one?
builder story. When the builder was like, oh, I realized Selling Toronto.
Oh yeah. I was at I think it was one of the Pivot events. And should I say the name or no?
No.
Okay. Well, someone who has a huge name in the industry came up to me and was like, you know, you're so and so from Selling Toronto, blah 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 blah. I messaged the group. I was like, you guys are famous. Like this is working. There's eyes on us. Even the last few events I've gone to, people are like, you know, Selling Toronto, this and that. Few of
Yeah.
us have gotten approached.
We've
So
had like
it's-
top agents, like I've had like 2 top agents reach out in pre-con events and they don't follow Selling Toronto, but they know of Selling Toronto.
Yeah.
You know, so it's kind of like those moments are the moments that keep us alive, you know, keep it feeling
Feels
that it will become something. And that's the biggest thing I've realized. Just I've been such a big fan for YouTube and I've been following a lot of YouTubers and stuff. And the biggest part is they just keep going, you know, and the biggest thing about creating a brand or brand awareness is you got to keep going at it. You know, you got to look at the 1 number before you think about the 1 million number, right? So right now we have grown exponentially. We have around 300 plus followers, and just thinking about that number, thinking about where we started to where we are now, just within like a couple of months, like it's huge.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
a couple of months.
Yeah.
And we already get recognition.
And I think it's the crazy thing is it's organic growth, right? It hasn't even been where we've dumped a ginormous amount of money into the whole thing. It's
No
like
ads.
no ads, no
nothing.
nothing. It's just all organic. So that's why, just to kind of go back to what Harleen was saying earlier, things are under construction, right? Where things are in the works now. Now we're looking at it. Okay, how do we take it to the next step? Because this is not something that we want to keep it at the organic level. We want to take it beyond that. You know what I mean? Like not a Beyond Meat burger, but like, you know,
Dad jokes.
Are you a dad jokes guy? Let's go.
occasionally.
So am I.
That's why I'm the copacetic one.
I love it. I love Beyond Meat.
I love Beyond Meat.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
beyond.
It's supposed
I
to be
can ask you a
not good for
question.
you.
Ask me a question.
You know who AC Slater is, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
of course.
Oh, shut up. Bye.
Of course.
They did not know who AC Slater was. I was
Yeah,
shocked.
When I saw a
Interesting.
picture, I was like, okay, I get it.
Who is it?
Bayside Tigers?
Wasn't it? Isn't
What is
his
it?
name Mario
Saved
Lopez?
by the Bell, yeah, Mario
Lopez.
Why didn't you just say Mario Lopez?
Because he's known for AC
A
Slater.
brother
Like,
by.
This could be a whole nother podcast.
definitely.
It's okay, guys.
Matt's
happens.
gonna kick
At
us
least
off.
a
I know.
at least our sixth man knows AC Slate.
That's why I'm here,
Whoa.
to fill the void. But I have a little fun segment I put together for you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
I'm
be
kind
fun.
of nervous now.
You should be. Here's some questions, okay?
Whoa.
If your team were in a reality TV show, who would be the first to get voted off, and who would win it all?
And who would win it all?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, we're gonna have fights after this.
I
Harleen?
object. Harleen to be kicked off?
No.
A brother bye.
You guys need to be completely transparent right now.
Oh,
Okay.
I think I'd win.
Yeah, brother, please. Oh gosh. I think I would win. And I think
But like, what kind of reality? Like,
guys
is
are
it
really-
like a
really team players,
Survivor
you can tell.
type? Is
There's
it
no
like
selfishness here.
Is it like a Survivor type? Is it like a Big Brother type? Like, what
Oh,
kind
yeah,
of
what kind?
Now
reality?
you're asking too many questions.
It would depend.
Let's
I
go-
would kick off Matt because we don't know him that well.
Okay. Fair.
Right?
fair, that's
First
fair.
year.
Matt realistically is a part of us now. So bye, Matt. The winner, I would say we're all equals. So
That's a good answer.
you're welcome.
That's a team player.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you guys would win essentially.
Yeah, I don't like losing.
The quiet
the quietest
one.
or the most dangerous.
If you're not first, you're last.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
So, who is the early bird that's always on time for appointments, and who is the late person?
Me, I'm always on
I was
time.
Paul
gonna
is
say
on
Paul is
time.
very much
Okay.
on
Yeah.
time.
Who's always late?
Dilvier. Dilvier, the quiet one.
Dilvier.
No, that's always just infamous. I think even that first event, like everyone, like I'm the one who's like, oh guys, let's all go there.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I showed up like 10
forgot.
minutes late. I stroll in and I'm like, okay, great. Like we're here now. Let's get this started and then
remember
we're
that.
good to go. But you know, I know they wouldn't start without me. So
Oh,
at the end of the day, we're okay.
Oh,
I'm a
goodness.
little late sometimes too.
What is a little?
It's just
just an hour.
Oh,
just half an hour. Today I was early. I was right here at 1 o'clock. That's early for me.
Wow.
Wow.
We were just trying to make a good impression for our host. We
Thank
also
you.
couldn't find parking, so
It happens.
Yeah,
that's
that
your
too.
fault.
All right, next question. What is the most interesting or unusual skill or hobby that someone on the team has outside of real estate?
Interesting.
Or
unusual.
Yeah. Like any of you do something that's like really weird?
Oh, weird.
I like going hiking with my dog.
That's not weird.
Yeah,
at
that's
all.
not weird, Paul.
That's cool, actually.
Good for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, that's
And he
nice.
chases coyotes once in a while.
That's
I mean, he's a
Questionable.
big boy. He's a 160-pound Cane
Okay.
Corso.
oh, he's Cane Corso. Okay.
Oh,
Ita-
you know
Italian.
the Cane Corso.
Italian. Then he's
Sorry,
good.
I said it wrong. Cane Corso.
Then he's good. He's solid. But none of you like collect rocks or anything like
Oh
that?
my god. I used to collect
Do what?
stickers. I
Collect
used to have a
rocks?
sticker
Rocks.
book.
No.
No?
You would have a sticker book.
I literally used to take stickers out of the sticker book to put on a piece of paper.
Oh.
So no one's interesting here.
No.
I mean, we can't get too candid.
No, I think the girls are holding back. They each have like a tumbler collection from Starbucks that spans like 30 or 40 of them. They're all just lying right now blatantly.
The way we have a Starbucks addiction.
Yeah. It's kind of unhealthy.
All right, next question. Who's the negotiator in the group, and who is the one that's most likely to overpay for a property?
Ooh.
Who's getting the deals all the time, and who's just saying, screw it, I'll pay it?
I feel like I'm very much screw it, I'll pay it. I'm a people pleaser, so I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry I touched you. Here's $100. I was at a restaurant the other day, and the waiter was so nice, and I just wanted to give him like $200 because he was talking to me. So I definitely feel like I would overpay for a property.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I have a couple of my listings. I'll show you. after.
Bye, Matt.
You can go take a tour.
I think negotiator. I've heard Dilvier a lot on the
gonna
phone.
say
I've learned a
Dilvier.
lot from Dilvier too in regards to talking on the phone. And as I mentioned, I feel like I'm more emotional and Dilvier is more analytical. I think he's a great negotiator. I think he's great on the phone and like maintaining relationships with people. So I think Dilvier would definitely be a great negotiator. I've also seen Krisha with a lot of resale deals because I take a lot of advice from her being a vet. So I think both of them are kind of like head on with negotiating.
Thank you.
Yeah. Not to hate on like Diana and Paul, but
I mean, if I was to rate myself, I think I'm really in between.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I think I really play that card where you kind of weigh out the situation.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of take a feel of what to expect. If you know this guy's not going to budge or she's not going to budge, then I kind of say, okay, you know what? It is what it is. Let's move on with it. So, I mean, that's kind of my approach. I think that's my approach always when as an entrepreneur, as a management consultant in my past career. So I think I always kind of, I'm not going to say I'm going to fully bring that into real estate, but, you know, again, you got to weather the storm, I think.
Yeah. Wear a raincoat.
I love the dad joke.
Always.
Put it there.
I'll put it there. See, sometimes dad jokes go.
It's not the bottle. You can calm down.
They
It's
go
not. It's not water falling the bottle.
Yeah, sometimes my dad jokes go overboard. I'm not gonna put it there.
This is
Which-
a loud podcast.
which-
With Matt.
I know.
Which team member has the funniest real estate story,
Funniest.
Funniest.
or like craziest, or just like absurd, or like ridiculous? All the above.
I feel like we all have weird ones.
Oh my God, there's so many.
I just think of the one who got spit on.
Her, yeah, that's
You got
what I was
spit
gonna say,
on?
Herlene's.
That's
The
not
way
good.
because so I love door knocking. I'm a very like in-person person. Like
Someone spit on you.
excuse me, yes.
Okay, let's tell us. Tell us the story.
The biggest so I was door knocking, and this was a neighborhood that I was trying to farm, and I know some of these people, and they're very nice old neighborhood, so they're older people there, and a lot of them have no soliciting on their doors, but as a salesperson, you just have to ignore the red flags, right? So I go open the door, well, I knock on the door because there's no doorbell, and I'm knocking on the door, and I step back because, you know, you just step back. And the guy, the man, he comes, he opens the door, and without even saying anything, he just spits. And this is pre-COVID, so I'm not even gonna say, or sorry, this is post-COVID or during COVID. What is that?
Just drink.
Whatever. This is during COVID.
Oh, okay, that's the worst.
This is during COVID,
Yeah.
yes. And
So
I'm
you
wearing
don't
a
wanna get
mask,
spit
and
on.
he is just spits. And I'm just like, I step back, and it doesn't get on me, but I'm just like, that is so disrespectful. And at that point, as a woman, you're kind of just like also scared, right? So you're taking like more steps back, and I almost like fall back down on the stairs. And he's like, "Get out of here! Don't you know you're not allowed to door knock here?" I'm like, "Sir, there's no soliciting sign on your door, so I would suggest you get like a no soliciting sign on your door." And then he just like shut the door in my face.
Spit on you.
He just spit on me during COVID. Imagine.
You were in
Wow.
heels?
No, I was in sneakers that day.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
God. Imagine me being in heels. I was definitely like chased by a dog in heels. So
From door knocking?
yeah, from door knocking, and it was like a little dog
Aw.
You were
Yeah.
chased by a little dog.
in heels.
At least I wasn't 160-pound.
Oh no, I'm never door knocking in your area, Paul.
Yeah, I think anyone who door knocks my house, they actually knock, they hear him bark, and they wait at the tree.
Yeah. It's a scary ass dog.
Oh man. But yeah,
Big boy.
please
He's
don't
a
spit
soul.
at me when it's COVID.
Don't spit at anyone.
Don't spit at anyone.
anyone.
Yeah.
It's not
No
nice.
this is a no spit zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my
No
real
spit
estate
country.
story, buyer revisit a couple of years ago. I think I shared this with you guys too before. They come back in town, take them back to the house, and I'm just walking by, and their kid's just using the toilet. I'm like, cool. And he's using the toilet, and he's just missing the whole toilet.
I have one of these. too.
And I'm just like, okay. And then, that was an interesting story.
Did you clean it?
Oh. Well, the guy's wife was like, "Can you help me clean it?" And the guy, I guess the husband overheard from far away, and he came running down. He's like, "Are you crazy? You can't make him clean it." So he got this, Paul. Don't worry. I'm like, "Okay, you guys do your thing. I'm gonna take another walk through and just make sure everything is good."
Oh gosh, I would
Actually,
have dropped them.
I know. I
Oh, they already bought the place. The deposits there. I think a month. I think it's a month and a half before closing. So
Oh, then do whatever you want.
yeah, it's yours.
Kid wants to pee?
Yeah, you want to miss the toilet?
You missed the toilet? Miss it.
Bye.
I just know where to go when I come back to say hello. Where not to step.
Yeah, I had the exact same story. The exact same thing. But it was during a showing.
Oh my God.
And the kid just went in there and just pulled down his pants, and just you see like this crack in the door, and this kid just like going hard, and the mom's like going in there, and then they close the door, and it's all this commotion, and they're talking their language. I don't know what's going on. Then I got a call from the agent like that night. She's like, "Matt, did someone pee all over the washroom?
Oh
Wow.
Like on the walls and everywhere?"
Oh no.
Like he completely misfired.
That kid
Yeah.
needs
It was just a
help.
showing. They didn't buy it.
Oh no.
Yeah. Good
What
times.
happens in that case? Because I feel like that would be like my client is like completely happy, they're gonna, or not happy, they're gonna complain against you.
Oh, my
Can
God.
they?
Well-
I've gotten a threat from an agent being like, you came too early for the showing and my client's upset.
I
We're
got
going to
a
put a
RICO
RICO
complaint.
complaint against you.
I
I'm
have
like,
one like that.
Oh,
for
go ahead.
what? Huh?
Say go ahead.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
like, for what?
That's nonsense.
Yeah, it's pretty much unless there's like actual merit for something.
Yeah,
you
I'm
can
like-
put it like it's like you
Yeah.
could sue anyone for anything, but unless it's provable, nothing's gonna go
Yeah,
through.
I'm like,
Yeah.
go ahead. Like, I'm like, okay, what's going on?
I got RICO complaints for the dumbest things.
That's so stupid.
Yeah. Well, be good, guys.
Follow the
Don't
rules.
pee in other
Moral of the
people's
story.
toilets.
All right. A couple last questions before we end off here. Just relating to where we live. Favorite city to invest in right now?
Hamilton.
Okay.
Vaughan. I'm very biased.
Are you from Vaughan?
Yeah.
What part?
Well, I didn't grow up in Vaughan, but I live in Vaughan, like near in VMC, like the
Oh,
where
nice.
everything's coming
Okay.
up.
So you're not biased. Okay. Mr. Precon?
Oh, man, right now very biased. Definitely Hamilton, just because the amount of growth that's coming there, as well as from the private sector and the public sector, is like over $7 billion being invested. And like I fundamentally have invested there. I urge a lot of my clients to as well. And there's lots of great opportunities for people to get in. It's very affordable at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. No one else?
I would say Hamilton as well. I think I've said it before. Same thing. The growth, the potential. Hamilton's been growing for many, many years. But I think this time around, it's finally hit the right peak. And again, with the government investment and all that stuff that Dilvier just covered, I think that's just like the icing on the cake. When you see the government kind of coming in there, you know, that should give anyone, any investor confidence to jump into that city.
Krisha?
Well, since no one said it, Toronto.
Toronto?
Toronto.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
Matt, get
specific
used
part?
to it.
All of it.
All of it.
Why
Everywhere.
not?
Such a real estate answer.
Wherever you want.
The
It's a
right
realtor
time to
answer.
buy
Now's the
is
time to
now.
buy. Now's the time to buy in Toronto. Just anywhere.
Just anywhere.
No, what did they say?
Vaughan.
The right time to buy was yesterday.
It
Is
was.
it?
What did they? Is that what they
Or
said?
there's
Yeah.
one where it's
Yesterday.
you don't wait to buy real estate. You buy,
You buy
real estate and wait.
Yeah.
That is one of
That's
the
one of my
quote that I have
favorites.
on my Instagram though.
That's tattoo worthy. We should all get matching tattoos, I think,
Yeah, I think
Oh
so.
my God, yes.
with that.
Look at Dilfer's face. Oh.
Just like, yep, you guys go ahead.
Well, guys, you've been great. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
If you want to plug in all your things, plug it in.
Okay, love that. Again, Harleen Holmes on Instagram, but of course, Selling Toronto, TUHRONNO.
Krisha Patel with 2 P's.
Well, you can follow me at Diana SB Realtor. And yeah.
Diana, can you say your full name because I
Yeah.
love
Oh
it?
my God. Like my full
Your
full
full
name?
full name.
Like the whole thing.
Diana, well, in Spanish or in
A girl, go
Spanish.
Spanish.
Has to be.
Spanish.
it's Diana Julissa Sanjur Bustamante.
Oh, abracadabra,
So-
period.
It's a long one.
For myself, my Instagram is Paul Sharma _ Very easy to find. And of course, follow Selling Toronto. But how do you spell our
Paul.
handle?
The spelling can be found. It'll be linked below. At Sold by Verk, at Blue Chip Condos, very easy to find. And Selling Toronto, of course, it's always going to be there.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna post all your links so make it easy for people.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, we just
Oh,
like
that's
to.
amazing.
I like to see a struggle sometimes.
And our newest member, at Matt Campoli.
Yes.
Round of applause for Matt.
Yay.
Well, Thanks, guys. We'll put my link first. But to everyone out there, thank you for always tuning in. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, or we will all geo-warehouse your address and find out where you live. And she will door knock you.
Oh no.
Just don't spit on her.
Please don't
Yeah,
spit.
please don't spit on her.
Until next time, we'll see you guys soon. Peace.